What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Try Time Podcast for episode 63. I'm Matt.
And I'm Callum.
And I'd love to tell you what's going on this week, but the honest answer is I've got no idea because I've just been told I'm heading into a blind quiz.
Yes,
so I better hand this over for some explanation.
Seeing as though I am the worst at trivia, I've decided to just give Matt some trivia here. So it's
you did lose to Harry, so that was
true. As the visual listeners / watchers will see on the screen, there is a grid. Audio, if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, you're going to have to just go along with this. We'll try and explain it best we can. So you've got basically a grid with 3 things at the top, 3 things down the side, and you've got to fill. Matt's basically got to fill this grid. So it might be best to just describe this first one. So you've got on the top Bradford Bulls, St Helens Championship, then you've got Leeds Rhinos, England World Cup 2022 squad, and Darryl Powell down the left. So I'm looking for player names to fill this. So, for example, for the Bradford Leeds, where they interject, I'll need a Bradford and a Leeds player. When St Helens and England, basically, I need 9 players altogether. Essentially, they've got to have played, not obviously simultaneously or at the minute, but at some point they'd have to have played for Bradford and played for Leeds. They can be present players or older players. They don't have to. They can have retired, anything, and you can only have 1 player once on the grid. That is a big key rule.
Okay.
But yeah, I think the best way for the people listening is to describe what one you're looking at trying to find. So, I mean, I don't know I assume you've already sort of earmarked some easy ones to get out of way potentially.
I think so, yeah.
Right, I'll let you crack in, then you can talk through where you're looking at the board and what you're going for.
Right, well, I might as well start Leeds Bradford and go for somebody who's not really going to impact my 1 player once rule and just straight away go for Jamie Peacock.
Yeah, Jamie Peacock is allowed, I guess. Ooh, I've put a thing there. This is on the go sort of stuff, this. Right, so Jamie Peacock is in for Bradford and Leeds.
Let's try and clear Bradford off a bit earlier. So, World Cup 22 squad.
Yeah. So Bradford and World Cup 22 squad you're going for, yeah?
Tom Burgess?
I might have to check the squad, actually. See, this is thing. He's not the one I thought you would have gone for, but...
Okay, that's interesting that you thought I'd go for someone else. That's the only name I had in mind.
Let me I've just got it up now.
There's definitely one.
Just because you never know if he. I can't remember if he actually. I think he did.
There was definitely one of them in there. I'm pretty sure it was Tom.
Yes, Tom Burgess. Yeah. Obviously, other notable mentions that I thought you would have gone for first would have been like your Elliot Whitehead, John Bateman.
Oh yeah.
Which I think probably are maybe a bit more obvious, but yeah, you've got that. So, yeah, where are you going next?
The honest answer is I don't really know. Bradford Darryl Powell's probably needs a bit more thinking about. So let's park that for now. I think I've got an idea, but I'm not sure if it's right, so I'll come back to it because I'm assuming if I get one wrong, that's it, game over.
Not necessarily. I guess you've just got to try and... Well, I guess it's game over for that one.
Yeah.
You don't get another go on that one.
Right, well, let's start with the Leeds ones because this should be the easiest ones for me to tick off in theory. So we'll go for Leeds St Helens and I'll go for a current player in Conrad Hurrell.
Yep, Conrad Hurrell.
Leeds in Championship, let's go to last year and Luke Hooley.
Yep, Luke Hooley is good. Obviously, you could have had a few for both of them. There's one that you could have had for all 3 of them on the top. Do you know who it is? For the Leeds,
James
all 3
Bentley.
Leeds ones. Yeah, James Bentley, yeah. You could have had.
Yeah, just I'd mix it up by not saying him.
No, yeah, I know. I was testing you to see if you'd get it.
Right, England World Cup 22, St Helens. There's many names I could pluck out that might have made it in, but what's the point? Just go for Jack Wellsby.
Yep. Jack Wellsby is correct.
World Cup and Championship, I'm just going to struggle with.
I believe there is 2.
This is going to be some obscure bloke that rocked up on Jules Reg for a couple of games as well. So
it's not. There's I don't believe it is.
Okay.
One of them's definitely not. I think there might be more than two actually, but I think there's two that are.
I've got some others anyway.
Obvious. Yeah.
So St Helens, Darryl Powell. I'm going to go for Darryl Clark. Who's of course now at the Saints, and was at Powell's Warrington last year.
Yeah, going with
they share the same name, which is keeping it in not the family, but you know. Darryl Powell in Championship. James Harrison is probably the obvious one.
I mean, James Harrison is correct, but I feel like the more obvious one probably is any player who currently plays for Wakey.
I've got to mix it up a bit. You can't just pick somebody this season. That's too easy.
No, that is true. That is true. I'm glad that you're not just...
I mean, you're more likely to be gone... To be honest, my next guess would have... Well, not guess, because obviously these aren't guess, but my next set would be Greg Eden from his cast days. And of course...
there's a lot. There were a lot.
Has now decided to sod Halifax off. Right.
So you're looking for the audio listeners, a player who has played for both Bradford and under Darryl Powell, and a player who's played in the Championship and was selected in the England World Cup 2022 squad.
So I think I'm going to take the bit of the risky one at this point. And this is the Bradford Darryl Powell one.
Right.
I'm trying to think, when was Powell at Leeds? And I'm pretty sure it was 2000. I think it will come across this area. I'm going to go for Matt Diskin.
Matt Diskin, right. I'm going to have to do some cross-referencing.
Which is the other Leeds Bradford player I instantly jumped to earlier on, but I didn't want to use on this one.
Right. Let me just
look
at
when. While you're that, I've got to think who the hell's played in the Championship.
Yeah. So I need to look. So, yeah, it was in 98. Wait, hold on. I'm looking at bloody 01 to 03.
That's definitely...
Which I believe... I'm going to say that. I'm going to double check it, but I'm pretty certain that's spot on. Yeah, dot on that. Not the one I were necessarily thinking, but I was thinking more present day.
You were thinking the Wakefield connection again, weren't you? And going for
Pitts were one of them I was looking at. Yeah, Gale, a few options like that, yeah.
So then we get on to the one I'm struggling with.
Yeah, so I'm just going to double check how many I think there is, or how many there definitely is, right? So,
because I've got a couple of names in mind.
Yeah.
But I don't know how accurate they are. I'm pretty sure he was at Toronto, so I'm going to assume he's come through the Championship with them and take a punt on World Cup 22 Championship, Andy Ackers.
Andy Ackers is correct.
Who was the other one? Because I was probably thinking him or KPP.
I don't know if... you got Joe Batchelor.
All right.
Down at York. And you've also got Nikolai Ledsky.
On dual reg for Bradford.
Yeah, and he probably had a loan at Fev as well, I think, at some point. So,
because the other one that I could obviously you think of immediately is you like to see Alex Walmsley, but I remember he was injured for the tournament.
Yeah, I'm going to say he would have been an easy choice.
Okay, one down. How many more to go?
So 1 down, and you've got 9 out of 9 for that.
Oh,
so
God, we've got
to the next one
now.
Again. Yeah, so I'm doing it. Bradford isn't on the third one, but it's on the second one. So I'll run through what we've got here. So along the top, we've got Rowan Smith, Ireland. So they've got to not necessarily be born in Ireland, but have played an international match for Ireland. Wigan Warriors. And then down the side, we've got Bradford. Again, we've got Salford and we've got Catalans.
Right, let's smash the Irish out straight away then. Ireland, Bradford, we'll go for your mate, James Bentley.
See, you know what? I started typing and I thought you were going to go with friend of the podcast. Greg.
Well, you thought I was going to go for Greg?
Yeah.
Yeah, not the worst shout.
Also, I feel like, I don't know. I'm going to let you do it. Go on. I'll let you do it.
Ireland Catalan, Michael McLaurin.
Yep. I'm going to absolutely butcher this spelling, but I think that's about right.
And Ireland Salford. You know, when you have an idea, you're now thinking, did he actually ever represent Ireland?
Yeah, I think he probably did. Who are you thinking of?
Richie Myler.
Oh, right. That is not who I thought you were going to say. I'm going to have to fact check that.
I think he was at Ireland for the 22 World Cup.
Yeah, he was. And obviously he had his stint at Salford. So, yeah, very good knowledge there. I think you've probably gone for a harder one. Like, in my head, I was thinking of Sneed as an obvious answer.
But Sneed played for Ireland?
Yeah, he played for Ireland at 70. I mean, I'm going to have to fact check myself here. Imagine if that's wrong now. No, I'm fairly certain. No, he hasn't.
Right, that I have not remembered. So
no, he hasn't. He hasn't. I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute idiot. I swear he has. But there is other ones.
Right,
as well
so the only I got 9 out of 9 the first is also 1-0 to me at your own question.
Yeah. So yeah, fair enough for doing the Ireland ones. They're probably the harder ones I maybe thought on here. So
well, Rowan and Bradford obviously had a stint there, and now it's just a case of trying to remember when Rowan was there. Which is the bit I'm probably going to struggle more with.
Which was, I want to say, hold on. I can tell you the year.
I'm going to say that might be a little.
I think, not that it might not help you. 2016 to 2017. So your back end 16.
Ooh, okay. That I think is too early for Jordan Lilly, so I'm not going to say that. Let's come back to that one. Bradford, Wigan, we're going to go for Paul Deacon.
Yeah.
Who I obviously could have also had for Ireland.
Yeah. Also could have had
many people.
John Bateman, just to name one.
I could have technically had Stuart Fielden as well.
Yeah. There's a good few for that one. If you got, especially if you roll back the years.
Well, I mean, I was thinking even for your All-Stars game when it was Robbie's fundraiser.
Oh, yeah.
Count that as it wasn't an officially licensed competitive game.
Oh, well.
Right. Wigan Catalans. There's plenty. I'm deciding which one of them I want to go for. It's not going to screw me later on. Sam Tompkins, why not?
Yep.
And then Wigan, Salford, Jackson Hastings.
Also good. Now you're just on the
Rowan Salford, I'll go for Nene McDonald.
Yeah, obviously.
I won't go for Ackers again, keep it a bit more.
Could go Ackers, you could have gone, obviously. Brody, yeah.
Ooh. Oh, when was he at Bradford? You know I want to say for Rowan Bradford, but I also don't need to be wrong.
Just say it.
You know I want to say Chris Wellham. But I have no idea for time.
I'm having a fact check. I think that might be good.
If Wellham's an option, I've got to go for him somewhere.
Chris Wellham, 16, literally the exact same time we were there. Yeah, there you go, Chris Wellham.
I'm glad. In that case, can we go make the rule and go for him and Salford and put Wellham as my game?
What, just for them all? Yeah, no chance. Has Wellham played for Ireland? Probably. There you go.
Don't know. You'll have to fact check that.
No, yeah.
Rowan Catalan.
See, I think there might only be one for this.
I think it's Mikael Gudimon.
Yeah, you go. That's who I had in my head. I'm going to have to fact check how to spell his name.
I mean, he's the last one. Just butcher it and move on. So it's CHAEL, then
It's
GOUDEMAND with some funny accents on there.
Yeah, well, I'm not doing accents. But yeah, look at that, mate. Absolutely smashed through that one.
There you go. No Max Sneed involved.
Right. So the last one.
Okay.
This is a fun one, this.
Oh,
right.
God.
So
I don't like this one.
On the top, we've got Australia. So they've got to have played for Australia, not be from Australia. They've got to have played for Australia. They've got to have played in the championship, and they've got so championship is one. And then they've got to have been coached by John Keir. Then we've got on the left, we've got to have played for Wales. Then we've got the NRL, so they've got to have played in the NRL, and then they've got to have played for Warrington. So I'll
Okay.
let you jump in.
Right. I'll start with Championship and NRL. And I'm going to go for your favourite number 5, the man I love to call Hawgear. It's Tafua.
Hawgear Tafua is correct.
Wales and Championship, I'm going to go for one of your former players and Elliot Keir.
Yeah. Obviously, quite a few for that, as a lot of the Wales team in the past has been.
And
it's consisted.
Can I use someone I've had on another grid again?
Yeah, just not this grid.
Right, okay, well, we'll go back to Mr. Harrison for Warrington and Championship.
Yeah.
I feel like Wales and John Keir should be easy, but I'm now having to remember where John Keir has popped up over the years.
I'm just saying that one is very easy because John Keir is the coach of Wales, so that is a bit of an easy one, really.
Is he still?
I believe so, yeah. But even if not, he has been for the last 2 World Cups, so...
Well, in that case, I might as well punt on, what's his face, the winger from Salford, is it? Rhys Williams?
Rhys Williams is correct. I
don't think he has a name. He's not Martin.
Rhys Williams, who obviously now at Swinton, we watched him last week. Go check the vlog out if you haven't already.
We did. Australian Warrington.
Yep.
Have we got to go back to the trivia gold history? I'm going to say Monaghan.
Which one?
Wait, I'll go with Michael this time. Why not?
Has Michael played for Australia?
I don't know.
There's no chance he has, is there?
No, he hasn't. We'll go with... That's the point, actually. If we're saying that he's got to be internationals, then I'm going to flip that on its head and go Greg Inglis then.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's the obvious one, isn't it? Right, 4 more needed. You're missing an obvious one that I thought you'd have got.
What go for the Australian internationals in the NRL? That's very easy.
Well, that is one of them, but not what.
I'm just going to make you do some more typing and go for Daly Cherry Evans. I could have gone for Trebojevic. That'd have been worse. Because then you'd have to check out how to spell it.
Yeah.
There's one that I think is very obvious for one of these that I almost want to save till last because of the running joke we have about him. Which I think is the one you were referring to.
Yeah, I had to put it on. Like, people will not be aware of that. I'll just see this, like, how can they have played for Wales and Australia? But it's happened.
Yeah, there is one player that we have a running joke about that. And then we get back to bloody John Keir. So NRL, that's got to be somebody either has been in one of his championship teams or Hull FC back in the Challenge Cup days.
I mean, he's managed a long time, hasn't he, John Keir?
Yeah, he has, but the problem is remembering where the bloody hell he's managed.
He's been at Wakey for big periods.
So I could go for the obvious NRL player here, but that takes away my option for Wales.
Yeah, that is a good point, actually, yeah. And I think...
so I can't go for that. Where the hell has he been? I think that's what's holding me back here now. I don't actually know when he was where.
Well, his big stint at Wakey 06 to 11, if you can remember who they had then, maybe.
That's probably my best shout. In that case, I'll go for... Oh, no, he went in 12. I'm glad I didn't say that.
He also managed England in 2000.
Well, that I wouldn't have known, given I was like 1. Which I'm sure. If he managed England in 2000, then the obvious one to pick is probably somebody like Adrian Morley.
Is that what you're going with?
Now, I'm going to go for that for John and Warrington, because I think that might be a more niche one to get.
So you're going Adrian Morley for John Keir and Warrington?
I'm trying to think now. What? Yeah, go for that one. I can always change it if I decide I wish to. I don't know if that is in the rules, but I've decided it now is.
You're making it up as you go along. See, I don't have a set name in my head for the John Keir NRL when I'm just ready to fact check, but I think.
Well, the other name I had in mind for Warrington, but I don't know if he joined Wakefield after Keir, was that ginger winger, Chris Riley.
Yeah, but has he played NRL?
For Warrington and John Keir.
Oh, for Warrington and John Keir.
He's definitely not played in the NRL.
What you got to think, I guess, was there any other NRL players who played for Wales in like 2017 when they had the player you're going to think of for the top left one?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know if there were.
I might as well just go for that now because it's the running joke. Australia and Wales has got to be Tyson Frizzell.
Yeah.
Because he holds a passport to every bloody country going, does that man?
Yeah, I've definitely spelled that wrong, but well. So yeah, you just need John Keir and NRL. Even, I mean, did Bulls have any NRL players?
Well, that's what I'm also thinking.
I can't even.
That's what I do. That's what I'm trying to work out now.
Hmm.
Surely you've had some NRL rejects flop up.
Maybe more in like 18, yeah. Obviously, we're doing that. We have got a couple now, but
because I'm trying to think. Because I just don't think I'm necessarily getting anything out of.
I think you could just go for a random. You could go for a Wakey player from back in there. To be fair,
I've just pulled out a bit of a. I'm going to pull out a rogue name here, and I think it's about the only thing I'm getting from this whole squad, and I can't even think of his full name. But he played fullback for Hull in the Challenge Cup final in 2005. And he was definitely a Kiwi or an Aussie. Is it Manu Tony or something?
Manu Tony.
This is the rogue name I've ever pulled out, if it is. All I can remember is bloody Danny Brough in that squad.
I can't see. Right, hold on.
Let me have a look myself.
LFC, no, because that name ain't come up without LFC 2005 squad.
Motu Tony.
Motu Tony.
That's his name. That is one of the most rogue names I've ever pulled out, ever. Let alone on this pod. And ironically, he might have even just tipped into the 11 stint at Wakefield looking at his page. So he might have had him twice. Yeah, he actually has had him twice.
Right, I'll give
there you go. I've not only pulled out a player everyone's forgot existed, I've got it as 2 answers.
Right, there you go. You have completed all 3.
There we go.
3 grids. So yeah.
Full 27, I'll take that.
Yeah, fair play, mate. Decent that. And it's not, it's not been longest, but I think it's worked quite well.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't know if I had many other players if that hadn't come off.
Yeah, you've got to have a tricky one when you're designing them. I'm thinking you've got to have 1 or 2 on each grid that are tricky.
I think that's probably not the one that you necessarily thought was going to be the stumbling block, though.
I definitely knew Wales and Australia wasn't going to be.
Yes.
But yeah, I think that's good. If you like this sort of stuff and want to see more of this, then let us know. I know we've done like Tenable in the past and people have liked that. So if you like this, we can do this again and do more stuff like this. So yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. And we will see you next week with some more Who Knows What's on the pod.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Goodbye.